Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic 2. So settle in for some character backstory.
I want to have a word with you.
Oh, that's not what you said before.
I wanted to make sure that we have some things clear. Right now, we both seek the same goals. Whatever our reasons may be, the Sith must be stopped. If they destroy the Jedi, the Republic will fall and my people will be eradicated or enslaved. To survive, I'll help you. But as Mandalore, I have another duty. The unification of the clans.
That sounds an awful lot like organisation to me.
After our defeat at Malachor, the survivors spread across the Outer Rim, many taking up work as mercenaries, or worse. But they cannot have fallen so far that they will not recognize a new Mandalore has been chosen. One who will restore our people to glory. I'll fight beside you, but I'm warning you, don't get in my way. I'm not asking for help. I'm just asking you to let me do this. Cross me, and I might have to reevaluate our arrangement.
Well, as long as he doesn't take time off from his job. Oh, that's a good point. If they're a threat to the Republic, I should let them come. But then he doesn't want the Republic to fall and I do. So I think our aims contradict each other a little bit there.
After the Sith are dealt with, you can turn your attention to us. Or maybe we can forge an alliance of our own. Our next battle need not be fought against your Republic. Consider what I've said. Now, is there something else you needed?
He offers us an interesting option actually. Not the Sith, not the Jedi, not the Jedi Council, not the Republic. I think his option is the best one we've had so far.
The Republic is a stagnant beast that had been killing its people for years before the wars began. Were it not for Revan's strength, the Republic would already be dead.
I agree.
Only Revan was worthy of our respect. We swept through the Outer Rim without any opposition until Revan assumed command of the Republic forces. Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought, while the others cowered in their halls, afraid to meet us head-on. I'm sure there were good reasons. I'm not accusing you of being a coward. You commanded the Republic fleet that destroyed ours. You were a worthy opponent. Now, is there something else you needed?
I suspect we've already covered all of this on the planet, but what can you tell us about the Mandalorians? Probably a lot, because he's Mandalore.
The Republic thinks my people are dead, scattered. They are wrong. You should have destroyed us when you had the chance. As long as one Mandalorian lives, we will survive. Our honor, fortunes, and lives revolve around battle. From our earliest history, this has been our way, as it will be always.
I'm going to regret this, but it'll be interesting to hear from the other side, because I think in Knights of the Old Republic 1 all you heard was bad things about the Mandalorians.
Our history and our ways are something we shield from outsiders. Only on the battlefield can you truly learn of someone. Which is one of the reasons I travel with you. It pleases me that you recognize the truth. The Mandalorian clans will be united. Then we will take back our place in the galaxy. But we live in times of action, and I've said enough for now. We can speak of this again later. Now, is there something else you needed? We have suffered defeats before, but none like our defeat at Malachor. Our spirit may have faded, but it hasn't died. It will burn bright again, like a star in the heavens. The end of the Mandalorian Wars was something new and unknown to us. Revan fought us like a true warrior and defeated us on our own terms. Revan embodied our philosophy and showed us our own weaknesses. Then he exploited them. It was a painful lesson. With Mandalore dead, our weapons taken, and our pride destroyed, many lost their way. But I will change that.
You know what? I'm just going to say I'll help you. I think he's better than the Republic. We'll go with him.
I would appreciate your help. Many in the Republic look at the Mandalores as wild and violent kinraf. Now, after many years, a new Mandalore has returned. We have a long tradition of honor in dealing with allies and those who provide us aid. It's a tradition that those we war against are quick to forget. I can tell you want to know more, but we can talk more later about this. Now, is there something else you needed? I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. I will help you fight your battles and plan your strategy. But I will not be your errand boy. Find some other lackey to do your bidding. Now, is there something else you needed? I thought that the Force would be enough of a weapon for a Jedi like yourself. Need a little something extra to work up your courage in a fight? That's a good position for a warrior to take. But even better if he relies completely on his own strength. Here you go. But don't get too attached to them. I only have time to make so many. Now, is there something else you needed?
That's a bit abusive, I'm not going to say that. So, I didn't get any influence. Alright, where's the rogue, the scoundrel?
Something up? Alright, what did you want to know? Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much.
So, there's a few different ways we can go here. These are all a bit ordering, aren't they? I'm gonna go this route, see if he'll just tell me.
Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands.
So who's left to talk to? The T3 droid. He should be around somewhere. And Bayo'Dare. I quite liked Bayo'Dare.
Query, is this...
Ah, Canderous. I knew I recognised the model. Because I fucking asked him to. That's why he didn't show me it. Come on. Come on, Worth. Think. We've already gone through this. Maybe we haven't.
T3, you have been with us since Terra. I'm leaving this more.
Yeah, we've seen this.
Yes, General? Sorry, General, I'm flat out. I'll see if I can make some more when something else.
Okay, so we must have completed all of his dialogue trees. So, who have I got left to find then? I have a feeling this journal entry you had in the original release of Knights of the Old Republic 2 and it didn't go anywhere. I might be wrong on that though. But that's what I think. So I don't think we've found anything new yet. Oh, I'm never going to be able to get rid of that. That's going to be stuck there forever now. I've probably messed that up as well, I would guess. Okay, so it doesn't tell us about the other Jedis, but Korriban we couldn't do. It was too strong for me and I quit and decided to come back again. And there must be another planet as well, I think. Ah, that's because I jeweled the woman. Ah, that looks much better. I might take him with us. I'm definitely going to take Kreia. Oh, I can take HK now, so no, I'll take HK. I'll take Kreia and HK, I think. So she is wielding a weapon, so you don't need those anymore. Now I've got two lightsabers, I should probably equip her with the lightsaber. Oh, she's a Jedi as well, but I don't like her. I mean, HK is probably a shitty character in terms of power, but I'm going to take him anyway. At least for one mission. Right, hey, this is different armour to what I had before. So, I've got a new crystal, haven't I? I don't know if I'll be allowed to use it. I'm guessing it's unequipped because I'm not dark enough. So I've got two other sabres. I've got a... so that's good for offhand. I wonder if I'd be better off making... Oh well, I've not got enough, so... to assemble two weapons, so we'll just have the one. Maybe if I go to shops I should prioritise buying lightsaber upgrades by the looks of it. Don't know if I can upgrade this armour. Oh, that's good. I can't upgrade the Gamorrean cleaver, I know that. And I don't know what I'm going to equip HK with yet, so we'll leave it as it is for the time being. Where am I going to go? So, Paragus is cleared, Telos is cleared, Duxon and Onderon, they're not cleared yet, but they're near. Nar Shaddaa, I don't think I've done Nar Shaddaa. Korriban is the Sith planet where we got beaten. Dantooine, I have a feeling I've done Dantooine. So let's see what Nar Shaddaa is like then.
Well, here we are, the Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go.
Too many Mandalorians were scattered after the war, without purpose and without direction. Most became little more than raiders.
Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
So this might help us find the HK droids, it might help us get some Mandalore clans, and there might be a Jedi here. Got to say, this mask looks pretty ridiculous. Looks more ridiculous than the handmaiden in a bikini with a welding mask on. Well, not really a bikini, is it? It's just a old rendering of underwear. If it was on a modern game, it'd probably be more distinct.
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me. We're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
That bad? I didn't think anything could compel you to bathe.
You spend all day thinking up that joke? Maybe you and Beodur should start a circus.
I fail to understand the reference, though I doubt your explanation would prove worthwhile.
I've got to come back. How about you don't need to get the stink out of your clothes because you're naked, you daft tart.
Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians, and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy. Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice. Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers, so others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy. It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive. Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there.
I wonder if the woman, the blind woman, I wonder if she always finds you on Onderon, or if she finds you after so many planets. Because if she finds you after so many planets, it'd be interesting if she found you on this planet. Maybe it's clever enough that that can't happen.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While he walks upon the smuggler's moon, he is not to be harmed. You may watch him, observe his movements, but nothing more. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Bomababe want to susitu mukarata. Tu es rectonatada beer mabarjokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me burokra.
Banisukokran, Joka mata storch ban locha. Joana masaranka ma ramazurata. Keso juskrita lorsa. Yumacha fu eko mikojira.
Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Febko emareyam ga watasitu insula rakarakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopi una wana si chokoratawa.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
Tahupo botenyo go jucho picha, Gwentaba ni sochu, Norotoga proto lala shishi, Juatosa jibacha, Ratak mansai, Tokosha na chitola, Joana masaranka ma ramazurita, Keso juskrita lorsa, Yumacha fu eko mikojira, Kawanabota atagwa kankadiwa, Yutaka alwanji yumaliba, Tues mahawika si wawanta mo guika wansoba, Wakama nurawa.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
This one will.
Yep. Doverinincha, Yonona Shitasa Chuch. Si Machadana, Dona we searcha Makaran.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself. Never have I been to a place so alive with the Force, yet so dead to it. The contrast is like a blade.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours.
So the Exchanger here as well. KOTOR is the head of the Exchange, if I remember rightly. And we hate the Exchange, especially if they're going to put... Well, they have put a bounty on us. So if they think they're going to be clever and attack my allies, then they'll regret it. Yeah, not a lot of refugees about. But then they probably wouldn't be allowed here, would they? Yeah, there's a lot of dodgy characters around.
Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system.
That's very clever there, Atten. That's very clever.
No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of. Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad. Alright then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
That's a good point, actually. We came here to lie low. Well, one of the proposed options was that we come here and lie low. And the entire exchange seems to be on us, all their bounty hunters, so that was a terrible plan, Atten. That negates your good plan you had of hiding our docking signature. That's our true priority, is finding the other Jedi.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult, but this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible. Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad!
It's a landing pad, ships land on it. That's quite a good one.
No, really? Thanks for the insight. And here I was, thinking you were a smart human. I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it? That's none of your business. All you need to know is that they're gonna be firing up their quad lasers if they find your ship squatting there when they arrive.
There's no option to just move my ship. So I can either kill him or convince him that I can stay there. I think threatening him is probably going to draws more attention than we actually want. And we've got enough of that following us already. If we do that, he'll run off and tell the exchange. If we do that, he'll run off and tell the hut. I could pay him, but I like my money. I'm not going to give my money to him.
It'll be fine where it is. Yeah, I guess you're right. And by right, I mean you're wrong. Telling me it'll be fine where it is. What, you think I'm stupid? Now, either get that piece of junk off my piece of junk, or you're going for a 2-kilometer walk to the ground.
I could just kill him. I don't think these are not going to work. Even though I've got good skill in Persuade, I think we'll end up paying for those in the future. So I can either pay him or threaten to kill him. Oh, let's just pay him. It'll be easier in the long run.
Yeah? Right now, all I'm hearing is talk. How much you offering?
Yeah, I could give him some stuff. Because this race is the guy from the Phantom Menace who runs the scrapyard, isn't it? The pod racing guy.
What do I look like, a flying backpack? Credits is the language around here, not scrap. Done! Pleasure doing business with you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
We're going to take Kreia. Now I'm in two minds as to who to take for our second character, because Atten obviously knows Nar Shaddaa, and he might get us into some interesting situations. Whereas Bayodare, he offers us skills, but he doesn't offer much in the way of plot or reason to take him, or combat skills. Mandalore is okay at combat. I think it's... we hate her, he's buggy. So it's between Atten and HK, and HK is probably more amusing. And people might recognise him on the planet, it might bring some interesting options. And Atten isn't a very good character. He isn't very good in combat. I'm going to take Atten, I think, and I'll regret that. So I'm going to call an end to this episode here. Thank you for watching. I disappeared, and I'll see you in the next session.